Impala Films presents Haunted, the audio drama. Season 2, Episode 6, Darkness Falls, Part 3 of 4. Written by Jamie Evans.
Whoa, it's night.
How is that possible? It was daylight a second ago.
We're not in our reality anymore. We're in a splinter dimension, cut off from our own reality and locked slightly out of sync. It's always nighttime here.
James, how on earth does somebody do something like that?
With very powerful magic, blood magic. That's probably why half the town has been taken to sustain the spell.
Then why was the other half taken?
I don't think you'll like the answer to that.
And yet, somehow, in trying to spare me, you've actually scared me far worse.
Sorry.
This is ridiculous. We must all be hallucinating or something. None of that stuff is real. Splinter dimensions, magic, boo hockey. I don't believe in any of that stuff, good sir. I believe in the one reality, and that reality is ruled by the good Lord.
Here we go.
Now I'm going to that apartment block to find some help.
You should stay in the group.
Dad, I think you should listen to him.
Chris, come back!
Don't worry, Brian, honey. Your father will find a phone and we'll call for some real help.
Ouch, my wounded pride.
Look at this. I can't move my hand further than this. Something's pushing me back.
Whoa, she's right.
I told you, splinter dimension. Small and thin, just enough to slide under the skin of our reality. You can't move past the edge of the universe.
Whoa, it's like the invisible barriers in a video game.
Excuse me?
You don't know video games?
I know video games. Pac-Man, Space Invaders, Pong.
Dude, retro. I respect it. In newer games, though, they have these invisible barriers, right? So you can't leave the level. Like, when they're designing Skyrim, right? They can only make the city so big, so you have to program in invisible barriers that bounce the player back if they try to leave the rendered game world.
Well, I don't know what in the blue hell a Skyrim is, but that's actually a very apt analogy. Well done, Brian. Mrs. MacDonald, your son is rather a very bright young man.
Oh, don't encourage him. His father and I are trying to get him to go to Bible school this summer, and he already doesn't want to go.
I don't blame him. Thank you.
You are going to Bible camp, young man, and that's the last I'll hear of it. I did not go through 9 months of pregnancy and 27 hours of labor to raise a godless heathen.
But, Mom...
But nothing.
Ah!
Abigail!
Abs!
The tower! In the tower, save me! Quickly! Time is running out.
Another vision.
Yes, stronger now. I'm guessing because we're closer.
Yes, that would be my guess too.
Are you alright?
Yeah, I'm fine. Let's just find whoever it is before they keep doing that.
Look, I'm just going to say it one more time. Mysterious voice beamed straight into Abigail's head leads us into this splinter dimension, where it's always dark, by the way. No one else is thinking trap.
I think the trap has already been sprung.
Chris!
Dad!
Damn it, I told him not to go!
Dad!
Chris! Honey!
Shh! Shush! Don't call out like that. We don't know what else might be in here.
Oh, my.
It's a big place. It's like 150 flats here.
How can you tell?
Mailboxes. Looks like the tower is 15 stories tall, not counting the ground floor lobby we're standing in. 10 flats on each floor, 150.
Even if every flat was single occupancy, that's a lot of people.
What is it? What's got you worried?
The entire town disappears, trapped in a splinter dimension where it's always nighttime. When night in the real world syncs up, whatever is in the tower leaves and either kills the remaining residents of the town or drags them back here.
Something that drains all the blood from the bodies and apparently doesn't like garlic. We've seen this before. Look, I'm just gonna say it. We're all thinking it.
Vampires!
Alright, way to steal my thunder.
No! Vampires!
Holy shit! They're in the ceiling!
They can climb walls?
This way! Inside the lifts, now!
Standing in that lobby and seeing those vampires crawling on the ceiling was one of the most scariest things that had ever happened to me. More scary than being attacked by a psycho clown, picking up a ghostly hitchhiker, or that time that James and I got caught in the loop. These vampires hadn't looked like the ones we previously encountered. They looked more feral. Their bodies grey and hairless, their ears pointed like goblins, and their mouths a snarling nest of sharp teeth. I had built up quite the tolerance for terror since all of this began, but right now my heart thudded so hard in my chest I thought it might break right through my ribcage. There were 2 elevators in the lobby. Dan and I had to make it into one. I hope James and the McDonald's had made it into the other. Instinctively, I reached out and grabbed Dan's hand.
Jesus fucking Christ!
We need to push a button.
Where do we go?
I don't know.
Where would James be going?
The top?
Okay then. Abby, you're squeezing my hand really hard.
I know.
Okay.
Come on, Abigail and Dan. Please have picked the right floor.
Looks like they stopped on 6.
Damn it. We need to get to them.
Our elevator. It's going down.
Someone called it.
One of those things.
I don't know. Quickly, the stairwell. They're coming up the stairwell. They climb fast.
They're not how I imagine vampires to be.
They're not how vampires should be. I've met vampires. Believe it or not, they're usually more civil than this.
What are we going to do?
We need a way to defend ourselves. We need weapons. This way, down the corridor.
What's that?
Is that blood?
It's blood. I hope it isn't Chris's blood.
Oh, Chris!
Come on, we need to hide in one of the flats. I think it's empty. Whoever lives here must be out. Okay, we need a way to defend ourselves. Garlic, silver, and of course wooden stakes all work well.
Crucifixes.
Excuse me?
In all the stories, vampires hate crucifixes, right?
That's true, it's a very common part of the law.
I always wear a crucifix, and it's silver to boot. I got one for Brian, too.
Yeah, I'm not wearing it.
What?
I left it back home.
Why would you do something like that?
Well, I didn't know we were gonna run into real-life vampires, did I?
You should carry the cross to show your devotion to the Lord.
Okay, stop. This is not helping. We need to find something we can use as a weapon right now before whatever lives here comes back.
There. That should be wide enough to squeeze through.
I'm through.
Okay, here I come.
Come on, we've got to move before they find us.
Oh shit. Oh, Jesus Christ, that's sick.
They must be from the town, some of the people who disappeared.
Where is their skin?
I don't want to know. Come on, we've got to ease past them.
Seriously, Abby, what are we gonna do? This is serious shit.
Believe me, you don't have to tell me that. Ah! No, not now!
Abigail!
Oh, fuck, it hurts!
What are you seeing? Tell me.
A light at the top, swarming shadows. This entire building is full of those creatures.
The top of the tower. Is that where we have to go?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, I don't think yours is going anywhere.
Shit!
Where did you come from?
Light on my feet, innit?
Are you from the town? How long have you been trapped here? How did you... Oh, you're a vampire, aren't you?
What gave me away?
Oh, stand back, Abby.
I like this one, fam. Thinks he's brave. Bet he'll taste great. What exactly is you gonna do against us all?
We're surrounded!
They're all vampires. All of them.
It's been a little while since we had some young blood, you know that?
Guess what? We're gonna suck your blood. Blood?
Chav vampires.
Who is you calling a chav, bitch?
I mean, you're literally wearing Burberry.
Feeding time.
Get down!
Fuck! Oh, fucking seen holy water!
Run! Not the main stairs, crawling!
Where?
Emergency stairwell! Stand back! Situlum hoc introitus! Situlum hoc introitus!
What was that?
Blood magic. A sealing spell. They won't be able to get through that door now.
What was in that bottle you threw at them?
Holy water. Come. We must reach the top of the tower.
Wait!
What?
He looks familiar.
What are you... Actually, you're right. Have we met before, mate?
Not quite, Detective Daniel Cowell. But I do believe you're familiar with my work. My name is Theo Harper.
I found a knife.
It won't do any good. Knives don't do anything to vampires.
Well, unfortunately, I can't find any garlic.
Of course not. Why would vampires stock garlic in their kitchen?
Wait, are you saying the tower was overrun with vampires before?
I think so, yes. Think about it. Why put the tower into a state of eternal night?
Unless you could only go out at night.
It took powerful magic to put this tower in a splinter dimension. My friends and I came here because somebody was calling to Abigail through her dreams. That would also take powerful magic. I don't believe the two things are unrelated.
Are you saying somebody deliberately lured you and your friends into a vampire-infested tower as a trap?
Yes.
Well, that's a normal thing to happen. People don't do things like that.
It's sort of becoming the average Tuesday for us.
This'll work. I reckon a broken mop handle counts as a stake, right?
Be careful, Brian.
It'll get the job done. But listen, our aim is not to kill them. You use that for self-defense only.
They killed an entire town. Don't they deserve a little payback?
Start thinking in those sorts of terms and you'll never stop. Besides, make no mistake, even with that thing, these creatures are stronger and faster than you. They have the advantage. Only fight if you absolutely have to.
Okay. Here, Mom. Take the other half of this.
Oh, Lord. Please help us to survive this nightmare.
Okay.
Cool. Can I have some?
No, you cannot. Mr. Hunter, do you really think now is a good time for booze?
It helps me think. Okay, to-do list. Find Abigail and Dan. Find your father, if he's still alive. Find and possibly rescue whoever summoned us here. Find a way to stop the vampires from killing anyone who wanders into town. And escape before time runs out. Excellent.
Time runs out?
The last place we knew Abigail and Dan to be was floor 6. We have no idea where Chris is, but there's a very real chance that's his blood outside.
Time runs out?
We can't split up because it's too dangerous. We don't know how many vampires are here exactly, but if I'm right about them infesting the tower long before...
James!
What?
What did you mean by before time runs out?
Oh. Well, I don't know for certain. It's just a theory, a hunch, really.
James?
We know that the splinter dimension syncs up with the Earth's reality during the Devil's Hour. We forced the clock to the right hour to open the gate to the splinter dimension.
Yes, we were there. So what of it, Mr. Hunter?
Well, the splinter dimension is usually out of sync, except for that one specific hour.
Wait, are you saying?
Yes. If we're still in the splinter dimension by the end of the hour, we'll be trapped here for 24 hours.
Stay back. You were the Greenvale serial killer. We know who you are.
How flattering. I promise you, on this occasion, I'm on your side.
Yeah, like we're gonna believe that.
I saved you from the vampires, didn't I?
Oh, probably so you could get the pleasure of killing us yourself.
Oh, what can I do to make you believe me?
Nothing! There's no way I would ever trust you.
You don't need to trust me. You just need to follow me.
Why are you here?
I beg your pardon, Miss Corbin.
It's too much of a coincidence that you're here. You're up to something.
I have my reasons for being here.
Well, we want no part of it. Come on down, we're leaving.
If I really wanted to hurt you, would I give you weapons?
What?
Here. Here, Mr. Cowell, my remaining 2 bottles of holy water. And for you, Miss Corbin, I understand you have previously dealt with the Pythagoras prism. Therefore, I believe I can trust you with another sacred artifact.
Wait, who says I can't be trusted with sacred artifacts?
Here you go, Miss Corbin.
Theo handed me something shiny and, to my surprise, much heavier than it looked. It was a small, ornate silver cylinder. It was about 5 inches in length, and there was a crimson-red ruby set in the centre. I ran my thumb over it and felt it push in slightly. Ah! Ouch!
Be careful. That's an ancient artifact.
It cut me! You could have warned me there was a hidden blade.
Oh, this is no mere blade. This is St. Hubert's stake.
Hubert?
The patron saint of hunters and metal workers. Amongst other things, the stake is fashioned from pure silver and was designed to bring instant death to vampires. Unlike wooden stakes, this can be used repeatedly, and the retractable blade makes it easier to carry.
We still don't trust you.
But you are going to help us. Get in front.
Why?
Because we're not stupid enough to turn our backs on you. You're going up front, and if anything attacks us, they'll get you first.
Where are we going?
The top floor. It's time to find out who's been sending me messages.
Can you see anybody?
Shh, be quiet.
I've just thought of something strange.
Not now, Brian.
No, I'm serious. James, those vampires that chased us up from the lobby?
Yes?
They were climbing the stairwell when we last looked. What stopped them coming into the top floor to get us? They can't have lost our sense, surely.
That is a good question. I like you, Brian MacDonald. You're clever.
Thanks.
Somebody's out there.
Can you smell that? That's the smell of fear. I always think a blood tastes better when they're afraid.
Please.
It's Dad!
Chris!
Do you know what I am?
Please, Lord, I pray to you to protect me from what...
Seriously. Cut out that Bible bashing shit or else I'll just kill you right here, right now. And nobody wants that. I've got much bigger plans for you.
Please. What are you going to do?
I think I'm going to turn you and then watch whilst you hunt down and kill your own family.
I would never
hurt the ones I love, blah, blah, blah. Honey, I'm telling you, everything is meaningless before the bloodlust. It will make you do things that you never thought you could. And now we're free. We can drink to our heart's content.
Do something.
Ah, Chris, there you are. Oh, what's this, a hot date? I really wouldn't if I were you, love. His missus is in there. She'll be very angry. She's very Old Testament.
Who are you?
Oh, look at those fangs. Fascinating. Very scary. Tell me, is it hard to stop them getting all blood-stained? Do you have to get them professionally whitened?
Why the hell are you talking so much? Babble, babble, babble with nothing to say. You'll have to wait your turn, Chris, honey. I'm going to take care of this annoyance first.
That's right, yes. Should probably take care of me, otherwise I'll just keep talking non-stop.
What are you doing?
Improvising.
Improvising?
Talking incessantly until I come up with a plan. Go to your dad.
Dad!
Chris!
Ah, I do have a question, though. A couple, actually.
What makes you think I'd feel obliged to answer them?
That's a good point. Typical villain monologuing by any chance?
You're a drinker. I can smell it on you. I always did like a glass of whiskey with my meals.
Well, that's sinister. OK, question 1. The vampires we saw downstairs, the feral ones, why aren't they coming up here?
The children are forbidden from the top floor.
Children? They're newly created vampires, but something is wrong with them.
I'm tired of talking and you are running out of corridor.
OK, how did you send the message to Abigail?
What are you chattering about?
The message luring us here. Okay, I can tell from the dull expression on your face you don't know what I'm talking about. Meaning, you're just tools. A means to an end. The guards in the prison.
Time to die. Chattering, man.
Andre Gita, you must know him. Eastern European guy, very regal, if a little bit stuffy. One of the big head honchos in your community.
You know Andre? How funny you think that will save you. Andre holds no power here. Now, let me taste you.
James!
Dan, Abigail, Theo.
Whoa, calm down. He helped us escape the vampires downstairs.
There's hundreds of them, James, but they're not all feral, not like the first ones we saw.
No, they're much worse. They're chavs.
We brought him along to keep an eye on him. James, I reckon he's got something to do with us coming here. It's too much of a coincidence.
I agree.
I'm only trying to help.
Like hell. A psychopath like you doesn't know the meaning of that word. I presume Isabella Marwood is behind this then. If you're here, it would seem logical. Tell me, did Isabella cast the spell herself, or has she been experimenting on more children?
Your hatred for me is strong, Mr. Hunter.
Does that surprise you? You're a serial killer. I don't tend to get on well with people who take lives.
You know, for someone who complains about me and my religious beliefs, you enjoy taking the moral high ground, don't you?
Can we get out of here now, please, Mr. Hunter? We found your friends and my husband. Please, let's get out before more of those things come back.
We need to find out whoever called me here.
Are you sure it wasn't one of the vampires?
We're sure. The one you just chased away had no idea what I was talking about. However, I do rather expect she's going to get reinforcements, so we need to find who you're looking for and leave.
They're close. I can feel it. It's almost like I can feel the static of the signal. It's like a magnet pulling me. They're on this floor.
Dan, stay near Theo. If he tries anything, you have my permission to hit him.
My pleasure.
I wouldn't fancy your chances in a fight, my friend.
Why? You're some sort of black belt in karate?
I have the one true god on my side.
Yeah, right.
It's this one, I can feel it. Apartment 1507.
Are you ready?
Yes. Let's find out who's been calling me.
Who is there?
Andre.
James Hunter? I never believed you would one day be coming to my aid.
You contacted Abigail through her dreams. How did you do that? That's very powerful magic.
Alas, I cannot take responsibility. It was my fellow prisoner here who contacted you.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me.
Hello, gang. Isn't this an exciting turn of events?
Starring Jamie Evans as James Hunter, Isabella Barbieri as Abigail Corbin, and Luke Hunter as Dan Cowell. Also featuring Harry McElroy, David Anthony Green, Shayla Tharp, Lila May, Kevin Stemp, Tony Marden, Tess Gustard, Benton Hodges, Charles Topping, Edina Hadley, Phoebe Elizabeth Royal, Dean Kilby, Tom McCarthy, Elliot Bigden, Harleen Sahota, and David Gardner as Carl Trevino. Haunted, the audio drama, is created by Jamie Evans, with all episodes produced and directed by Jamie Evans and Benton Hodges. Audio engineering by Benton Hodges and Jamie Evans. Haunted is a production of Impala Films and is recorded at Free Sprite Media Studios, with special thanks to Duncan Newham for equipment support. Opening and closing themes by James Crow. Thank you for listening to this audio presentation. Come back next week for the next exciting chapter of Haunted, the audio drama.